Hey yo, peace, power, progression. If you don't know, you done know. You're now inside of my realm, and inside of this realm, we like to keep it on a high vibration. So every time we give thanks, whether it's rain, whether it's shine, whether it's whatever, we just give thanks because we're here. And the Most High done gave this day unto us. So we have to own it and we have to be here. So today the chat is about value and the importance of having values inside of your life. You know, I sat down and thought to make this because something that I've been thinking about is how much meaning over the past year I've developed just by knowing where I'm going and knowing what I'm about and knowing what I stand for. If you don't know what you stand for, when you're presented with anything outside of yourself and anyone has any type of opportunity outside of yourself, you instantly go fall for it because you don't stand for nothing. That's why they say stand for something, you don't fall for anything. You know, so when we talk about values, we're talking about what deserves focus in our life. We're talking about what do we consider to be worthy. We're talking about what is it that is worth our time and what is it that's worth our energy and what is it that's worth our focus when we talk about value. You know, so to begin to really dissect your values, you have to ask yourself these questions of practically, tangibly, you have to ask yourself these questions of where do I feel most fulfilled when I'm spending my time? You know, like what actions do I feel most fulfilled doing? What people do I feel most fulfilled? What type of people do I feel most fulfilled when I'm around? What places and environments do I like to be in that kind of give me a certain sense of peace or give me a certain sense of fulfillment or give me a certain sense of joy? And when you really look at it, you have to see and know these parts of yourself. You know, knowing your values is another way of knowing yourself. When you know what you like, you know what you don't like. So you spend less time doing those things that you don't like. You spend less time being that person, that part of yourself you don't like. And you come more into yourself. Because you say, I know what I stand for and I know what makes me happy. So I now have to go outside of these things that make me happy. Because if I go outside of these things, I know I won't feel fulfilled. I won't feel no reward. You know, so that's the purpose of these values, and that's the purpose of, you know, having that firm foundation. The values is to make a firm foundation for your life. So when you have values, it helps you know what to discern what you don't like, what you do like, and how to spend your time better. Because a lot of people don't understand, but time is the most valuable and the most precious thing that we have. We don't have nothing outside of our time. All we have is time, you know, and our energy. And once you lose that energy or your energy is going somewhere else, you're gonna realize that the way that it comes back to you is you're gonna feel drained. You have to give your energy in a place where your energy can come back around. And it gonna charge you up and it gonna give you life. You know, so you have to know your values. That's the purpose of values. You know, it's simple. It's really just looking at how you spend your time, how you spend your days. That's how you know what you're valuing every day. You know, if you're somebody who's always on your phone, no matter where you go, that means that you value whatever's on that phone. For different things, for different people, it's different things, you know. If you're somebody who is always outside, for instance, it's something that you value. Like, I spend a lot of time outside, especially now in this winter season, where I am now, because I value being charged by the sun, and I value connecting with nature, you know, and even because I value connecting with nature, that's why I like to spend a lot of time in nature, around nature, and a lot of my videos, you see me in nature or around nature, not too far from it, because that's something that I value. So you just have to really figure out what it is that you value, because from value, you begin to make direction. And when you have direction, you begin to make a purposeful and meaningful life. If you're not living in purpose, you're living in pleasure, the pursuit of pleasure. Because it gonna come to that point where you're sitting with your boredom. And you're sitting and you're thinking like, what am I gonna do with all this energy that I have? I need something to entertain me. But the thing about pleasure is that pleasure don't always end up giving you something back. Pleasure don't always end up giving you something in return. Sometimes you can chase pleasure and you can get burnt. Say, as a kid, right? Good example. As a kid, you go and you look for all of the candy and you just eat candy. And it tastes sweet when you're eating it, right? Until 2 weeks later, you find out you have all these cavities in your mouth and you have to go to the dentist. You know? Or then you think purpose would be more so as a child eating what you need to eat when you need to eat it. So it may not be fun. Purpose is not fun, make no mistake. It's not fun. But it will keep you in a state where you will be able to be healthy, so to speak. Because if you're a child who's always eating the things that you need to eat, then you'll be healthy. And you might not want it because it might not taste good, but it'll be healthy and you'll be living and you'll have more energy and you'll think clearer. You know, so it's really about understanding what you value and what's worth your time and what you want to spend time doing and what you want to put time into. Because your energy is all you have, and you know, once you drain that, once it's gone, it's gone. So you know, you have to make sure that you, inside yourself, activate those parts of yourself, you know, that you value, that you care about. And put full focus into caring about the shit that you care about. And the shit that you don't care about, leave that shit alone. Fuck that. You don't need anything in your life that you don't care about. You only need to spend your time on the things that you care about. And everything else go fall in alignment. So yeah, without making this video too long, reflect on some of those questions that I put out, because those questions are good just for understanding more about what you value and where you value and where you put your energy. Yeah, so if you like this video, you know, go and light the thing up. If you're not already, subscribe. I don't even know what you're doing, go subscribe, you know. And drop a comment on if this video helped you in some way, shape or form, you know. Give me some feedback. This channel is an interactive place, you know. So if you're here and you watched and you got to this point, you know, show some love. Just share some of your thoughts, you know. I love to hear from y'all same way, you know. So yeah, until next time, peace, power, progression to the creative, righteous children. Stay in your divine frequency, okay? Okay. I say, oh.